Hello, I'm Erica Thurman. And, well, as promised, I told everybody I'd be back in a week, and I am. And as you could tell, I've made a few changes. My hair's a little longer now, as you could tell. A good friend of mine, Kyler, um, called me up and told me if I wanted to get my hair done. And, we were talking, and I was um, excited about it. And I told him, yeah, sure, why not? So I went over to his house and I got my hair done. I was quite excited. Got my hair done, and I guess you could say even a photo shoot. We took pictures, me wearing a couple of outfits. It was it was just wonderful. I felt more like me that night. And I got there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we didn't get done till after midnight, and I didn't want it to end. As selfishly as that may sound, I didn't want to end. I didn't want to go. I felt so happy there. I felt free. I felt like I could be myself. I mean, Kyler was just phenomenal. So I want to pay him a special thank you for that. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, it was just an incredible gift. Also, his partner Dustin has been a remarkable friend to me as well. He's been very supportive and understanding and remarkably patient with me. My computer skills aren't really, I guess you could say, as up to par as what they should be. And he's also offered to educate me a little bit more about the computer, considering that I am part of a magazine now. So I guess I need to learn some skills. So he'd offered to help me there too. I'm just so grateful to know these two people. I mean, they're just been remarkably generous and kind and understanding and patient and accepting towards me, and it's just been a wonderful. It's just been wonderful. I feel very good when I'm around them, as well as all to my other friends as well. So after I got my hair done, I went out, dressed up, showing, people out in public, the woman that I feel like inside. I'll admit I was quite nervous. I was scared. I wasn't sure what reactions I would get, whether they be negative or positive, and surprisingly, no one really said anything. If anything, it was more of a positive experience than a negative one, and I did that all week. It was hard to get out of the house like that. I had to wear a jacket over me and really conceal my outfits from my family because tonight they told me, because I brought in some more dresses that one of um, Kyler's and Dustin's roommates had given me, and which was very generous. So a special thank you to her as well. So I brought them in, and I don't think they really noticed right away because I went in and down my room very quickly, so I wouldn't have to get talked to out because my family's having a bit of a difficult time for me trying to show, I guess you could say, my true self. I knew this was going to be a difficult thing for my family to deal with. My grandma went into my room. I lived with my grandma and one of my brothers. My brother, who isn't really that accepting towards me, to be perfectly honest, at least that's how it feels. My grandma, she respects me, she loves me, she wants what's best for me, but she's worried. to be honest, I think her fears are somewhat unrealistic. So she went into my room and saw some of the dresses that I was hanging up around my room. I kind of like them around my room because then it reminds me of who I'm trying very hard to show my true self. So when I went up to have dinner and everything here at the house, well, my grandma was talking to me as there were those dresses mine, and of course I wasn't sure how to respond to that. I figured, well, do I tell her the truth or do I embellish? I mean, what do I do? So I told her, because I didn't want to have an argument at dinner time. I didn't think that was appropriate. And so I told her I was holding them for a friend. And she said, "Are you sure that's for a friend?" And I told her yes. My grandma says I'm a terrible liar, but she really has no idea how many secrets, I guess you could say, I have under me. And it's, I guess, really just to protect me. I mean, something bad or heinous, but it's mainly I keep a lot of what my life is outside the house private from my own family, because I know how my family is. I know how they react to more of, I guess you could say, different people. And she told me that she can deal with the long hair, the makeup, me wanting to go out with men. But she didn't want me to wear dresses. She told me God doesn't make mistakes, and she didn't want me to wear dresses and to go out there looking like that. She says, without saying so many words, I guess that was just drawing the line right there, and that hurt me. Because I can't even go in the house dressed up. I can't be who I am here. And that's very painful to me. Because all that I want and all that everybody wants is to be loved and accepted, especially by their family. And I don't feel like I'm getting that here. And it's a very scary and lonely process. Because where do I go? What happens when the spring and summertime gets here and I want to wear my spring attire and dresses and stuff? I mean, I can't really wear a coat to conceal that or I'll fry, and what do I do then? I mean, I don't want to get kicked out. I don't want to get homeless or anything. I think that's what scares me the most, is that I don't have anywhere else to go. I mean, I have friends and stuff, and I don't want to be a burden to them. After all, they've done so much for me already. I just wish somebody or some people could just take me away. So, and help me to be free. I just don't feel free. It's like when I go on the freeway to get somewhere, if I have to go out to the valley or out to Cheney or some of these neighboring communities surrounding Spokane, I feel free because I'm out there. I mean, there's nothing stopping me. No. I can go as far as I want. Then when I come back here at home in this house, I feel trapped in that I feel like I have to stay in my room. I feel like I can't leave my room. You know, it's almost like I'm a prisoner. That the Erica inside me is a prisoner here in this house. And has been in prison all her life. There's so much that I just don't know about all of what I'm going through. I've got questions, and I thought the coming out process in my life was over. Guess I was wrong. I just don't know what else to do. Besides, just keep putting one foot after the other, pushing the envelope as far as I could push it, which I think I've done here at the house for about as far as I can do. See, out in the world, I can go as far as I like, because, you know, things have changed. You know, things aren't like 10 or 20 years ago, where if I were to go out wearing a dress and makeup and stuff, you know, I'd probably get arrested or God knows what. But now it's a little different. I mean, people are a lot more accepting now than what they used to be. Yes, is there that prejudice and bigotry still out there in the world? Absolutely. Does this world still have a hard time understanding transgenderism or transsexuals or whatever part of the LGBT side of things you affiliate yourself with? Absolutely. I right now, more than anything, we just need a spokesperson. And again, I don't know if all this is making any sense. I feel like I'm just talking and that I'm not making any sense, and perhaps this is not making any sense, but hopefully it'll make sense to somebody. It'd be nice to have a spokesperson. I mean, I don't know if that's... It just would be nice. I mean, I'm not afraid to go out there and be who I am. I mean, I could speak up for people if I needed to. I'm not afraid to do that. When I'm here at this house, the fear and the restraints and the imprisonment that I feel kicks in. And it's like, what do I do? Money's tight, and what other options are there for me? I just wish, I'm going back to what I wished for earlier in all this. I just wish someone or some people could just take me away so I could be free. I know you're probably saying, well, you've got to be able to free yourself. But I don't see anything wrong with asking for some help. And I know I've gotten that help. I've met some wonderful people that have done my hair, that have helped me with my makeup and everything. And that's wonderful. And I don't want to have to ask for any more than that, because those are wonderful gifts and everything. I mean, some of my friends have taken time for me where others haven't. I can't tell you how grateful I am for people like Kyler and Dustin and everybody else. They've helped give me a little bit more self-confidence about myself when I go outside, out there in that world. So